yourself? Okay. What does it mean to exemplify good leadership? Today, I'd like to talk about that, or more specifically, to offer a description of a good leader. I will present some commonly accepted definitions of leadership. I'll speak about the importance of leadership. And finally, I will discuss some of the defining qualities, features, and characteristics that make a good leader. Let's begin by defining the meaning of leadership. So, what is leadership? Leadership is a process of encouraging and helping others to work effectively toward an objective or goal. Leadership defines behavior of an individual who is directing the activities of a group towards a shared goal or on a shared mission. In a professional setting, leadership involves guiding others to work together willingly and cooperatively on related tasks in order to attain objectives desired by the leader and the group. Leadership is a process of influencing a group to the accomplishment of goals. It is the ability of a leader to induce cohorts and peers to work with enthusiasm and confidence towards a vision, working with greater passion because the leader exudes confident energy. A great leader is a person who sees potential in another person or in a group of people and changes that potential into reality. A leader helps others to develop personally or professionally and ushers others to work effectively to attain objectives. If there is an organizational goal, a leader provides the focus in a group toward completing that objective. It is the behavior of an individual when he is directing the activities of a group towards a shared goal. That is the person we call a leader. In a relationship in which one person influences others to work together willingly on a related task to obtain group goals desired by the group and the leader, a good leader encourages and propels people to work together effectively. A good leader recognizes the strengths and weaknesses of individuals within a group and helps them organize to best maximize their abilities in working towards the accomplishment of objectives. Good leadership is exemplified in the behavior of an individual capably directing the activities of a group toward a shared goal or a desired outcome. The relationship in which one person influences others into improvement and diligent process and progress is leadership. Now that we have established an idea of the meaning of leadership, let's look at some examples of how others have defined leadership. One way of defining something is by saying what it is not. According to Buchanan and Huzinski, leadership is a social process in which one individual influences the behavior of others without the use of threat or violence. So that by that determination, a leader is someone who is not a tyrant or a dictator. To me, those people are leaders by default. They have what I would call a captive audience. A true leader does not need to coerce or force people into doing their bidding. People are there of their own accord because they have been influenced by the leader to want to be a part of the process. According to Livingston, leadership is the ability to awaken in others the desire to follow a common objective. To me, that means that a leader is someone who brings out the drive within me to want to be a part of making something happen. A process of giving purpose and meaningful direction to collective effort and causing willing effort to be expended to achieve purpose. So in a good sense, a good leader is also a good administrator. One person presiding over others and affecting within themselves and others' direction through unified effort in order to achieve mutual purpose. This definition utilizes the word process, which to me signifies that being a leader is an act that is an ongoing and continuous endeavor. Not something that one achieves overnight or maintains without self-examination and continued adjustment, according to what is needed by the group being led or to attain the mission or goal being led to. A personal example of myself as a leader is the role I see myself in as a parent. Parenting 4 children, each of different age, temperament, and personality, requires that I constantly and consistently apply different methods of encouragement and understanding and empathy and discipline and even motivation to each of my 4 children. I have to adjust this as they grow in age and come upon different milestones in their own journeys. And I constantly have to think ahead to what they'll need me to be as they continue to grow and develop. And therefore, I have to continuously develop myself with their past selves, their present selves, and their future selves in mind, while always maintaining and growing myself and living as an example for them. Because children are always learning from their parent or from the person who is leading them. At the same time, my role as leader of my kids requires that I also act as their guardian. So in leading them into adulthood or just being good, decent people, I also have to choose what they need to know and when and how to protect them from the dangers of the world and how to share knowledge with them in a way that they can understand from their very different perspectives as different people. Leadership requires strong interpersonal skills and the ability to relate to others and form direct relationships on different levels with different types of people. A good leader holds the group together, even when doing so requires a shift in tactics or ideology. So now that we have examined what the idea of leadership means, let's consider the importance of good leadership. Something every group of people who are on a shared mission together have in common is a shared goal. A leader is important in helping to set those goals towards obtaining the desired objective for the group. A good leader not only helps in the setting of the goals, but outlines a plan to achieve the goals and provides guidance along the way, while motivating and helping others realize how best to go about accomplishing those goals. So among other dynamic traits they may need to possess, a good leader may also need to be a good coach. Another significant role of the leader is to foster a sense of collectivism in the group so that they operate as a team. While individuals within the group may have various interests, goals, and motives, the leader's task is to pull all of those factors together and maintain equilibrium within the group, while also functioning as a diplomat to resolve any conflict. A good leader is the centering presence of the group. Finally, the leader functions as a representative of the group to the rest of the world. The leader is the face and the voice of their people. A leader guards the interests of the group and their shared objectives. A good leader embodies the values and interests of the organization, group, or family, inside and outside of the institution. Wherever they go, they're the leader. Whether personal or professional, a good leader is always aware of their role as leader and its importance to the group. To paraphrase the words of Keith Davis, leadership is a human factor which binds a group together and motivates them towards particular goals. As a single mom, I am the factor that binds myself and my children all together as a family. My love, my example as a person, and the values that I embody and instill in my children are what guides and motivate them towards a particular goal, that of being strong people with good morals, who are good to others, and who will lead a well-balanced, purposeful, and fulfilled life. I can only do this by actively demonstrating to them what that means. To build good leaders, you have to be a good leader.